Hey everybody, welcome to my channel, Do Ministry Gaming, and today I'll be going over everything you need to know to get started with the Path of Exile Maven League Mechanic. I'll be going over why you want to do it, how to progress the Maven track, the boss encounters, and everything you need to know about the invitations that drop. Let's get to it. All right, so the first thing is why you even want to do the Maven League mechanic in the first place. And it's because of these Atlas talent trees that can be extremely powerful and add a lot to your mapping experience. So I've got a couple of these open, but each map region will have its own talent tree, and you can open and close it by clicking the middle button in the center of the watchstones if you've got the League mechanic going in that region. I'll just quickly show you an example, but these talent trees were posted with the 3.13 patch notes, and you've probably already seen it. I won't cover each region's talents in detail. I'll save that for another video since this is just an intro to how this all works. But I'll show you, for example, in Haywark Hamlet here, this left branch here really enhances the harvest league mechanic in this region. So for example, the Grove's Call here increases the chance to see a Sacred Grove by 5%. Essentially doubling your chance of seeing the Sacred Grove in this region. And then a couple of additional talent nodes that supplement the Sacred Grove Harvest League mechanic. And these will be specific to this map region, and you only have it if you've assigned talent points to these nodes. All right, so now I'm going to go over how to actually get the Maven League mechanic started and how to acquire the talent points to assign to the talent trees in each of these map regions. So as you progress through the Atlas, you're going to randomly encounter Maven, who will show up in a map, and if she's in the map, when you get to the boss, she'll give the boss some buffs, making it a little harder to defeat. And once you've defeated the boss, she'll have quote-unquote witnessed you fight this boss. And after she's done that 3 times, the first 3 times, she'll drop an invitation, which is a quest item, a green item that you can put into the map device. And when you do, it'll open an arena to the Maven's invitation. And in the invitation, you're going to be fighting all 3 of those bosses that she witnessed all at the same time. And if you defeat them, it will unlock the region's talent tree and also give you 2 talent points to assign to the talent tree. Once you have the mechanic going, you'll also notice a new blue progress bar on top of the watchstone circle for each of the map regions. This progress bar is going to start at the 3 with the 3 boss fights, and then go to 4 once you've done the 3 boss fight. It'll go to 4, and then 5, and then 6, and then 10. So each time you get an invitation, you're going to have to fight those number of bosses all together, with, of course, 10 being the hardest. And every time you complete one of these full invitations, you will get 2 new talent points to assign to the talent tree, up to 10 points per region. In order to progress the Maven track bar, you have to have Maven witness you do a map in that map region. And every time you complete a map with her witnessing it, the bar will go up by 1 tick. Now, they can't be the same map over and over again, so you have to do different maps within the region in order to progress the track bar. Now, in order to have her witness you do a map, it's very simple. You put the map in the map device, and there's a new Maven button that you have to click on for her to witness you do the map. Orange is on and blue is off. So if you want to have her witness, make sure this is toggled onto orange. And when you complete the map, the progress bar will move up by 1. So I'm actually going to do this map now and have her witness it. And when I get to the boss, I'll show you what that's like and show you what the invitation drop will be like as well. All right, so just a quick side note as I make my way through the map here. Occasionally you'll come across this NPC, the Envoy. I believe he's here specifically for the purposes of lore. So if you're interested in knowing more about the Maven story, you can click on him and read all about it. All right, so I'm at the boss of the map that I just put in here, and you'll see that Maven is here. So Maven is kind of just hovering in the air, and what she's going to do is she's going to buff the boss throughout the fight here. And I picked the boss that has phases. Alright, so I've killed the boss now, and that was the last boss in the Maven track for that Atlas region. So you'll notice that this green Maven's invitation has dropped, green being, of course, a quest item. So I'm going to grab that and show you real quick what that encounter looks like. Alright, so I'm going to put this invitation I just got now into the map device, and all you have to do is just activate it, and what you'll see again here is an arena opening, the Maven's Crucible, that you can go into. It's basically just a circular platform with the challenge in the middle. You click the middle to get it started, and basically it'll be all the bosses that you have witnessed in that zone fighting all together. So you can see there's 2 up top here, there's 1 down here. They don't all spawn at the same time, so you do have a little bit of time at the beginning. If you can kill the bosses 1 at a time fast enough, you can kind of keep yourself from being overwhelmed. But as you can imagine, a 10 boss fight can be really challenging on this arena. So once you've completed the encounter, you can click on the middle here and get the Maven's gift. That's where she gets you 2 Atlas points for you to allocate in that region. So you can see here 2 points left. You can also refund points with something called Orb of Unmaking. They're kind of like Orb of Regrets, but for the Atlas. And if you've got those and you've used them like an Orb of Regret, you'll have some refund points here, which you can tab over to start to refund your passives. All right, so one last thing to cover is the invitation. So the one that I did in this video was a green one, which is a quest one, but throughout your mapping, you're also going to drop these random ones. And so I'll cover these ones down here first. So for example, this Turns End. So I dropped this in Turns End. These are the 10 boss encounter invitations. So once you've unlocked the 10, you can start to drop these, and you can roll them with mods, increasing the item quantity and making them harder as well, just like maps. But when you pop this in, this will be a 10 boss fight. The other ones that you can drop are these sort of special invitations, and there are 5 different special invitations for you to drop. This one here I've got called the Twisted. As you can read here, and I'll even identify it, it's just got some mods on it. But what you can see at the top here, it says the Maven must witness the Purifier, the Constrictor, the Enslaver, the Eradicator. Those are the Elder bosses, which means you have to do the 4 Elder boss maps with Maven witnessing it in order to do this invitation. And there's other ones here as well. Here's an example. The domain ones, the breach domain ones, and this one here is the synthesis map ones. Now these are special and they are a lot harder, and why you want to do them is each map region has a talent tree, but there's also one for the Atlas overall, and that's in the middle here. And this one unlocks when you've done one of these 5, and the 5 are actually shown on the icon here, with the first one being at the top being the Guardians, the Shaper Guardians, the Elder Guardians being the second one, the Synthesis maps, the Breach, and then finally the Shaper and Elder fights. And I think the difficulty goes from easiest to hard from top to bottom. So a lot of people do the Shaper Guardians first. And when you do that one, or when you do any of these, it will unlock the big middle talent tree, which is the same thing, just like all the other ones. You assign points to it, and they add different effects. So look at these ones as well. These are quite powerful, but they're also quite hard to obtain because these invitations are quite difficult to do. One final note here is that there's a few other items that can drop in the Maven League mechanic. The first is the Orb of Unmaking. I described earlier is like an Orb of Regret, but for the Atlas skill tree. So using this will allow you to reallocate your skill points from the Atlas tree. The next are these watchstones. They are craftable watchstones that you can replace your regular watchstones with. in order to get some added effects on your maps. And the last are these crescent splinters. Now, when you collect 10 of these, it'll create something called the Maven's Writ. It is an invitation for the Maven boss fight. I won't cover that in this video. I'll probably do another video specifically for that boss encounter, but imagine it to be kind of like an Uber Elder fight. All right, so that should be everything you need to know to get started with the Maven League mechanic and get to those juicy Atlas talent trees. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Also stream on Twitch Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Times are in the description below. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.